again, Charissa. It's been a while, and I think I'm just gonna make a little chit chat for this video regarding to my previous video, what happened Vietnam become more richer than the Filipino, because I got a bunch of comments saying that I'm creating a video that promotes hate. To my Vietnam brothers in Asia, I never make that video to promote hate or jealousy. I create that video because it is very important for me to share to the Filipino that we've been slacking, that we're not doing our job, and we are really quite busy spending our time watching Facebook, watching cheesy vlogs, and you're wondering why the Philippines are becoming poor, and you're wondering why Vietnamese surpass Philippines. It's because most of the Filipino are very busy to be wannabe influencer. Yes, that's the truth. Filipinos should realize that what we have at this moment is time. And if you are spending 10 hours, 12 hours watching these Korean movies, teledrama, cheesy videos, where do you think you're gonna be in the next 5 years? And now I'm making this video. A lot of Filipino get pissed off with me. Why are you getting pissed off with me? I'm just stating the number. They become richer than us, and you have to deal with us. Most of the time, we don't even want to accept that we are defeated. Well, that's the truth. We can't do anything until you're gonna start digging your books right now, start studying right now, start thinking, how can we get out in this situation? Tell me, how many friends do you have who love economics? And tell me, how many friends you have who love watching Korean movies? Opa! And tell me, how many kids do you know studying 12 hours a day and not playing Mobile Legend, League of Legend, watching TikTok, watching Facebook 24/7? Tell me how many people you see studying, reading, working themselves. If you can tell me that you know maybe more than 5 people, then probably the future of this country is very promising. How many people do you know watching the stupid TV program from ABS-CBN? I know you're gonna hate me, but I'm sorry to tell you, TV will make you dumb. And now you are kind of mad on me because I said and make that video. It's the truth. The Vietnam government surpassed us because we are slacking. We're not doing our job. We are so busy doing and fighting with the government, complaining, whining. It's kind of frustrated. Why are you whining to the government? The government is the result of the society in our country. We vote those people. Partly I voted them. But the main problem is you did not supervise those children. If you remember what Dr. Rizal said, the younger generation is the future of our country. I don't know. Because if I can see my neighbor at the moment, most of the kids are talking about their crushes or what they want to do when they grow up. It's just like, oh, I want to marry a this type of guy, so I'm gonna be, you know, I'm not judging. I mean, if that's what they're talking and having a conversation, I got kind of like pissed off, like, why are you having this type of conversation? You're only like 8 years old. Where did you get that? I mean, you should be start studying. You should be start learning, looking at your books. But the kids were gonna be kids. I can't just tell them that, hey, you have to do this. No. I mean, I don't have the authority, and if I do that, their parents probably get pissed off on me. So that is your responsibility. Our responsibility is to guide the younger generation. How can we look forward, or how can we solve our problem? And fighting to our government will never gonna solve the problem. Look at China. China is a very communist country. But why do they make their business so good? It's because they know what they've been doing. They study so hard. They have a lot of younger generation that will give them the right intelligence, the right skills in the future that they could use and can compete globally. They sent their students and kids outside of the country to learn and come back to their country to work with it. Well, in our country, I don't know. Help me out of here, because every time I think the future of my country, it does frustrate me. And now election is coming and I'm like, what the hell? I mean, help me. Let's help each other. I can't do this. You can't do that. But if we're gonna start using our superpower, I'm pretty much sure Filipino knows that you guys have a superpower. We guys have a superpower. We have the superpower of resilient. Like, no matter how much calamity, trials, or whatever comes to our life, to our city, we remain smiling and fighting. Because that is our stronghold, that is our strength, that is our power. But then we neglect the other issues that we have to prepare. And at the moment, we have a problem. We have a territorial problem with China. Our government was working so well how to solve this problem. And my question is, what are you doing? What if somebody will just gonna come to our country nowadays and give us a war? What will you do? What will happen? Nothing. A lot of countries are bullying us and we keep saying such stupid things, but we're not doing anything about it. We're not studying, we're not learning. We're just kind of busy doing and watching a Facebook and being a keyboard warrior. It's not gonna change the situation. We have to work. We have to work together. We have to make friends, not to make enemies. We have to be patient. We have to stay cool, no matter what. And we have to think smartly. Filipino acquire a very, very bad habit that put us in a very, very bad situation. And that's the truth. If you're not going to change your habit right now, well, in the next 10 years, expect the worst. Now we have the superpower of being resilient. Use it. Add something with it that we can use so we can move forward in solving this big problem that we're having. How are we gonna invest ourselves? How are we gonna be rich? Well, we have a lot of time. Warren Buffett, he's one of the richest men in the world. Bill Gates is one of the richest men in the world, but he only have 24 hours. He only have 24 hours no matter what. Every one of us has 24 hours. Now my question on you is, what have you been doing with your time? Are you just spending it with TikTok, like boom, something like that, and then you could dance? Well, I don't mind if you're gonna do TikTok for like an hour for the whole 1 month, but if you're gonna spend TikTok for freaking 10 hours every day, that's ridiculous. Stop wasting your time. If you're spending your time watching this Korean series because they are so good, do not let your addiction run over you, because there is gonna be a cause and effect with that one. We have to practice how to be very disciplined. First thing in the morning, we have internet now, we have phone, but instead you never use that tools to make yourself valuable. Instead, you use that tools to your personal desire. If you want to invest and you don't have money, then invest to yourself. Use your time. Time is all we have. And at this moment, if we're gonna play our card really, really good, we could make it. We are very resilient. We are in an agriculture country, and a lot of countries nowadays are having a shortage food. Why are we not spending a time and effort to research how to grow a crops? We have to learn. We have to study, or else we're going to be a commodity, and you don't want that. We are human. Well, basically we become a commodity nowadays. It's just, I don't know. So that's the purpose of the video, why I made that one. And I really appreciate those friends from Vietnam. You guys are very, very amazing. And the purpose of the video is just to make us see how did you make it. It's not promoting any jealousy, it's not promoting any hatred, because we love Vietnam. We are Asian. We do not promote division. Just imagine that we are all human in this world and we have to work together. We don't need to be like, oh, you are this and you are that. No. It's kind of sad, but that's the truth. I mean, a lot of, if you're gonna say, oh, because the advantages of Vietnam is because they are communist and we are in the democratic, stop making excuses, Filipino. Because if you've been in Taiwan, Taiwan is a democrat country, you will amaze how honest the people out there. There are times that we went shopping with my friends, and because we are quite busy and we didn't even notice that we left the bags that we shop, because we buy a lot of shit. And oh my god, I was like, oh my god, where's the shopping bag? Where did we run? And oh my god, the shopping bag that we put on the chair for the longest time was still there. And then there was one incident that my friend has a very valuable item in her bag, and we actually left the bag on on the lobby in the hotel because we're quite in hurry. And you know, when you're in another country, you're kind of excited. We're like, fuck, that's like almost $1 million pesos. And I was like in hurry to look at the bag, and the bag was there sitting for hours and nobody picked it up. And Taiwan is a democratic country. And now these people are very nice, very sweet, and I was like, it's the favorite place that I want to go back. Their culture is amazing. And now if you're gonna tell me that, oh, Philippines become poor because we are a democratic country, that's bullshit. Why did Taiwan able to make it? What happened? What went wrong? So I think we have to look at the system that we are having. And if we're gonna keep voting the same people who's been in the Senate for ages and never work, I don't know what to do. It's probably take another 30 years, and if that happened, I probably have a gray hair. But of course, there always been a hope. We have to help our younger generation because those are the keys of our future. And even those youngers, you, me, us, are all part of the success of this country. All we have to do is just decide smartly, think smartly, and just be cool. You don't need to get mad at any such thing. Just chill and work in a smart way. Start reading books. Start learning mathematics. If you have to go back to the grade 1 book of math, go ahead. It's probably will take you 3 months to learn all this mathematics because all you have to do is just like math, English. And the good thing is everybody's are working at home. Everybody's are schooling at home. So you can easily join your nephew, siblings to give them a tutor and study. It is what we have right now. We don't have so much. If we're not gonna work and update our knowledge and skills at this moment, then sooner or later we're going to be nowhere. So I would like to congratulate our Vietnamese friends. You guys, we're happy to what you have achieved, and I would love to be back in Vietnam someday because I love Vietnamese food, especially their durian, and I want to learn a lot of things from Vietnamese and probably, share it to my country and be able to follow some good examples. So that's it for now, guys, and actually tired. And another reason that I noticed as well in the Philippines, we only work 8 hours. A lot of people, especially Hong Kong, Singapore, Vietnam, they work more than 8 hours. So if you have 8 hours for a job, they find another work. If they can work 12 hours a day, they do work 12 hours a day. If they can work 16 hours a day, they work 16 hours a day. That's the longest time hours of day working. While we work 8 hours, we feel so tired already. I don't know, guys, but I work more than 12 hours every day. And that's just how it is. Now, if you want to change something in our country, you have to start thinking rightfully, because that is the only key how to get out of the situation. It doesn't matter if you're the only one who's doing it. It doesn't matter if we're just the 2 person who's doing it. What matters is we're doing it. And if we can convince other people to do the same thing, that would be amazing. So now I'm gonna go back to my work because I have to wrap up first before I even gonna finish. I have to wrap up first before I can get some sleep and rest. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm always been so tired and so exhausted because it's 10 p.m. here and I have to send something before I go to sleep. So good night, and hopefully I'll see you soon in my next video. Ciao.